5 of the most dangerous women in history. Number 1. Elizabeth Bathory. The Hungarian noblewoman Elizabeth Bathory is one of the worst serial killers in history. Hundreds of women disappeared at the beginning of the 17th century out of villages around her castle, while she indulged her fantasies from the safe confines of the walls of the castle. It's a cold, dark night nearing the end of December 1610. A group of men is walking by the windy access road to her castle, Csaktike, in the north of the Hungarian Empire. Men went to see if the rumors were true. In the courtyard, they stumble upon a young servant girl who's wailing in the snow with a broken hip. Once inside, they discover another young, half-naked lady. She's turned dead white, and it's clear soon enough she is deceased. A few yards further, a third girl is found moaning on the ground. Her body is covered in wounds and is as good as dead. In the dark cellars, they find a dungeon with about 10 confined girls, and in a separate torture room, multiple dead victims are scattered around. In a later trial, it was uncovered that the Blood Countess and her accomplices tortured and killed about 612 girls and young women. Number 2. Samantha Louise Lewthwaite. Born December 5, 1983, and known as the White Widow, Lewthwaite is a British terrorist and one of the world's most wanted terrorists. Lewthwaite, the widow of London's terrorist bomber Jermaine Lindsay, is accused of causing the death of over 400 people. She is a fugitive of the Kenyan Justice Department, where she is wanted for possession of explosives and plotting a terrorist attack, and is subject in an Interpol Red Notice, wherein her arrest is requested to have her extradited. Number 3. Angie Sanclemente Valencia. This Colombiana found her modeling career insufficient. She became the mastermind behind the cocaine trafficking between Buenos Aires and Europa through Mexican Cancun. She didn't entirely part from her love for modeling, as she recruited models to smuggle drugs for her. Her business was ended after a model with the name Maria Noel Lopez got caught with 55 kilos of cocaine. How's that for being a model citizen? Number 4. Melissa La China Calderon. This one's a badass. She was working as an assassin and grew out to be a cartel boss. She committed hundreds of murders in her time, but got dethroned by the man who killed her love. After this, she started an all-female gang and operated as follows. The females pretended to be drunk and tempted their male victim while killing them later in their own home. Last night stand, anyone? Number 5. Griselda Blanco. Griselda is Tony Montana with lipstick. In the 70s, this lady pushed billions of dollars worth of drugs to Florida and made between 40 and 200 victims doing so. Her first murder was at the age of 11. She kidnapped a boy whom she killed after the parents declined to pay the ransom. She also liked to kill her own men every now and then. The coke she smuggled was hidden in compartments she made in her lingerie. Griselda is also renowned for coming up with the motorcycle drive-by, shooting someone to death from a motorbike. Ironically, she got killed like this herself.